Okay, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be doing something that I've kind of put off a little bit, but I've been thinking about, and we're going to be playing some Boros Control. And I will say, I've seen a bunch of different versions of this out there. Some of them are just reanimating Velomachus, some are just doing hardcore control with like a bunch of planeswalkers. So we're going to be somewhere in the middle here, but I think it's still going to be pretty interesting. And it's a chance for us to try to see if Rowan works out, because we haven't really played Rowan in any deck in, I don't know, 6 months, 9 months. So we're going to see if this card holds up and does anything in here. So let's go get to it. Y'all let me know what you think. If you're looking for quality binders, sleeves, dice, deck boxes, or other supplies, be sure to check out Ultra Pro's Smoke Gray collection this month over at shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn and use promo code PowrDragn to save 5%. Alright, now the cool part I will say about this deck is that it does gain a decent amount of life, so you don't really feel like you don't have the time, right? You have a lot of ways to remove things, and obviously because of the way it's built, it's going to be better in the creature matchups than the control matchups, but that's just kind of something that comes with the territory when you're playing control on control. It is what it is. But anyway, getting into the cards. We've got 3 Fateful Absence because this card's just good. It removes a bunch of problem stuff. So, yeah, we're going to play it. We don't like giving them the treasure, the clue, but that's okay. Rip Apart, great removal card, gives a chance to get rid of all kinds of enchantments, and enchantments more than artifacts right now, really, especially when you're going against the runes decks and stuff. 4 Sacred Fire, good against early stuff, not so much late, but every once in a while you do need to gain some life or whatever, and this kind of helps having Rip Apart and Sacred Fire, because it gives you spells you can double up on when you're playing your Invoke Calamity, which we are playing some of those in the list. Then we have 3 Ingenious Inspirations. This is a way to just get stuff out of our lesson board, help us hit our lands, all that good stuff. Rowan, Scholar of Spark. So those you don't know what Rowan is, 3 mana, Planeswalker, comes in with 2 loyalty, makes all your spells cost 1 less, which is great, because obviously we're playing a lot of spells. You +1, you deal 1 damage to the opponent, each opponent, and if you've drawn 3 or more cards, you deal 3 damage. We don't draw more than 3 cards in a turn, so that's almost never going to happen. However, you only have to use her twice, and then on the 3rd turn, you get to -4 and get an emblem that whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery spell, you can pay an additional 2, and it copies the spell, which obviously is really, really good for us. So we want to protect Rowan, get to the 4, get the emblem. That's what we want to do with her. Then we have 2 Wandering Emperor because this card's just good. 1 Cosmos Elixir, mostly because as the game draws out, if we can gain life, kind of get ourselves back up a little bit, it's also another way for us to get cards, and it can extend the game out just enough for us to do what we want to. Lithoform Engine, just another great way to copy everything we do, so love that. 2 Doomscar, because sweepers, we come in a couple of varieties here. We're playing 2 Burn Down the House. 3 Invoke Calamity, which by the way, when you play this as an instant, because it is, you can cast sorceries at instant speed. So if you want to cast a Doomscar or a Rip Apart or whatever at instant speed, you get to do that under the Calamity. So keep that in mind. 4 Lower Hold Command, because this card's just really great. It gains life. You get creatures. You can protect your creatures if necessary. 2 Farewell, because this card's dumb, and I'm finally putting it in a list where I get to cast Farewell since we have all the opponents doing it. So we'll see how we feel about it. 3 Amarius Call, because we do want some other ways to finish the game. So if the game goes long and we just get down to just the Angels, we'll just try to finish with the Angels. March of Otherworldly Light, this lets us get rid of a lot of things, including lands that you can get away for just 1 white, so that's also good. Then 3 Shatter Skull Smashing, some extra removal, but more often than not, I think we're going to be playing these as land most of the time. Then we have 4 Plains, 4 Mountains, 4 Needleverge Pathway, 4 Sundown Pass, and 2 Field of Ruin. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Should work out pretty well for us. But y'all know the drill. We're going to play all the games. And at the end of the games, we'll talk about what we want to change or what we like, what we didn't like. And then we'll have a Caard Spotlight for you. So at the very least, catch up on the other side, because there's definitely going to be changes to this list. Yeah. We'll keep this. It's going to be a little slow, obviously. We got to get some more lands. But this seems fine as a way to start. Okay, we did get one of the lands we needed, so we just need 1 more, and we can start feeling a little bit better. A little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. That's going to kind of get us where we want to go. Guess we go ahead and kill this before silly things happen. If there's something like a Adeline, we weren't going to kill that anyway. All right, Luminarch Aspirants. Come on, land. If not land, I want a Planeswalker. I'm going to be greedy and ask for all the things. Okay. Attacking for 3. Playing a... nothing. Huh. Okay. We pass? We're going to try to get them... yeah, alright. So we'll deal 3 damage and we make a 3-2. Make a 3-2, deal 3 damage. And we gain the life. Okay. They can exile our token here. Yep, they had a portable hole. That's totally fine. We can live with that. There are definitely worse things that could have happened to us. Let's go ahead and get these red sources down, so we have those for Calamity later. Though we don't have much in the great... well, we have a couple of things. We at least have stuff that could matter. I mean, it's like shoot a creature, kill a creature, maybe? Sun Gold Sentinel. Alright. Well, we don't get to do that now. So that makes our life terrible. What do we want to do? I mean, burn down the house for 1 creature is terrible. I mean, we could just make the tokens. Alright. This might discourage them from attacking or whatever. If they do, we have something else in the yard we could hit with the Invoke Calamity. Because then we could do that during their turn. And even in response to them attacking. But, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, that's coming over. Which, they probably wanted to get some damage in because they know we have the Field of Ruin. Okay, that makes stuff a lot better now. Now we feel a little bit more comfortable. I mean, I could attack with all of them, but I don't necessarily want to overplay our hand at the moment. So we can actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can actually crack the Field of Ruin. And oh, all right. Well, comes into play. They target something. I guess we will go ahead and do this. I mean, it's total mana 6, so I mean, just another burn down the house, I guess. Sure. And that seems correct. Because if they exile one of our tokens now, we don't really care. And we're not going to really pay any attention to their creature land either, because we can get rid of that whenever we're ready. Because we have plenty of mana now. But now we're going to probably attack with like either 3 or 4 of these devils and have some on blocking duty. So this seems okay. Ooh, also nice. Also nice. Don't hate it. One, two, three, 4. I think 4 is the right number since we do have a Fateful Absence. Sure. I mean, didn't think they were going to do that there, but I mean, I guess you got to get us to use it at some point. get another red land. Why not? All right. Like, would you like to do anything? Man, it's take 4 or not. I'm fine either way. Sounds good. End the turn. Gain some life. Oh, look at that. What a hit for the opponent. Yeah, that's perfect. I ain't even mad at it. Way to go. Apparition. That one doesn't get to remove anything. Because you can't remove tokens. Yep, alright. Seems legit. We're going to block, and we're going to block. And then we'll do 1 to each of these duders. 1. Let's see, that one's dealing 1 to that one. Cool. Alright. Probably don't need that Doomscar. And if they block, we end up getting a 4/4, so that seems okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, we'll go ahead and foretell that. And in the turn. Now, they can still find, like, Brutal Cathars and stuff. Those are legit. Because they can remove tokens. Opponent just says nice. Oh, they drew a land. Okay, well. Yep, that's probably bad for them. Especially since we have something to just remove a creature. Yep. Alright. Sure, we'll keep this. I mean, there's a chance we get Rowan to fire off here, so why not? Okay, and then we just pass. Renegade Uprise. Okay, cool, cool. So we kind of see where this deck's going already, so that's good to know. Go ahead and kill this. Though I'm probably going to want that to kill some artifacts later. This will have to do. Alright, what you got for us? Swarm Shambler and an Upriser. Okay. I guess we're just going to kill an Upriser here. And we'll play this. I'm going to wait until we can try to set up a turn where we clear the board and then we try to do some stuff with Rowan, I think. So we're gonna try to be patient here if we can, especially since we already put some good stuff in the yard to use. May actually want to just kill that when we get a chance, because that's gonna be a real problem. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Go get a red land. Play it. Ugh. Man, because I don't know what else they have in the deck, I think we have to do this. Sadly, knowing that this could just be the turn where we get... Well, no, because if they had Raiju, unless they just drew it, they would have played it last turn, right? At least I would assume that's the case. I mean, if you can get in with the creature land, now's the time. Like, get me while I'm tapped, opponent. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems good. All right. Finding some of the lands we need. So I think we just pass. We can still shoot something. We can use a creature land or destroy a creature land. And then we have access to some other toys after that. Though I'm thinking we might... Ooh, Orn Refuse. That's a son of a gun. Don't like that. Well... That kind of sort of sucks, doesn't it? Okay. It is what it is. Yep. Now we're just looking for a board sweeper, I think. Or else we're just dead. I mean, if we can get one, we've got a shot. But we are still going to take 4 or 5 from just, like, lands doing silliness over there. What's the best we could have happen here? We can shoot something, gain some life. We can... boy. Alright. We're not quite in a situation to get Rowan down yet. Oh, another Orn Refuse. Jeez. Alright. I mean, we got nothing. I mean, what are we going to do, you know? Okay. Well, now we have a real problem. Especially since this is going to turn into a creature next turn as well. We end up in a pretty bad place here. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do this. We don't have a lot of options, unfortunately. So I think we do this. Kill... Man, do I just kill the Orn Refuse and take 6 here? Takes... Yeah, it would be 6. If we do that... I mean, I guess we gotta try. Destroy an enchantment. I mean, we really just need a sweeper. If we just don't get it, we don't get it, you know? We'll go ahead and get this for the time being. It gives us some blockers if we need them. Alright. Yeah, even a sweeper is not good enough here. With them having a creature land already. Burn down the house ain't bad with no tramplers. That gives us some options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We play this for 3. This becomes 6. We still need 9. This becomes 3. This 3. This becomes less. We can make a bunch of 1/1s, and then that buys us some time. Though we could also just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then have answers to the creature land, but then we're just blocking everything across the board to not die. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I guess. I mean, we're gonna take 2 from that. I mean, like, this is we end up at 1. All right. I mean, I guess if they get a hasty thing, we die. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, maybe making the 1/1s was smarter here, but this is what we got. Now, it's possible the opponent decides to play whatever they draw instead of activating their land because they know we can kill it. If they do and they move to the attack step, then we get to shoot this. Oh, so they are just moving to the attack step. All right, so we go to declare attackers. Then we try to just shoot this then. Does it work? Or do they get a protection spell for it? All right, cool. We're not dead. The game is still afoot. I don't know why it's afoot, not a hand or whatever, but it's afoot. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, just making sure my math works. But anyway, we could still just use a land to kill it outright, so that's fine. We'll +1, shoot the opponent.
I don't even need my sword to win.
Okay. Man, we got all the way down to a potential 1-life situation. But here we are. We're not dead yet. I would love to gain 2 more life before they, like, Royal Eruption us or something. You know what's scary? We actually have to crack this. Because if they did find a way to protect it, we would just die. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I don't like this, but I think we have to. Before it becomes a creature. Okay, we'll go get, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. That's nifty to have. I guess we'll just +1. We'll go ahead and play this. Pass the turn. All right. Whew. That was a tough one. All right, let's keep it. See where this takes us. Oh boy. This is going to be all kinds of fun. Alright, they can level up to a 2-3, so if we do kill it, we're going to have to use Rip Apart, unfortunately. Or attempt to with the Rip Apart. Probably gets countered or some such, but what else are we going to do? I mean, we could have waited till they pumped and respond, but I'm kind of okay getting them to spend spells here, actually. Yep. And we just pass. When they go to activate, we'll shoot. And if they got something else, they got something else. I mean, I guess you could protect it again. Oh, they're going to Fading Hope? Yeah, that's great. Like, totally fine. That could have been so much worse. Okay. Another Ascendant Spirit. We'll pass again since we missed our land. Probably should have tried with the Ingenious Inspiration, but here we go. If you got another, you got another. Problem is, though, if they have another land, then they'll be able to do some silly things from here. Alright, that's actually pretty good for us. Alright, yet another. Let's try again. I mean, this time they probably just have a counter, I imagine. Yep, that's what I thought. But, like, what are we going to do? You know. Which, all that means is they actually had a counter before, so there wasn't much we were going to do about it either way. Oh, boy. Alright. Well, I guess if we never get lands, what are we going to do? Opponent's obviously not wanting to spend too much without possibility of protecting their things, so we're going to go ahead and try again. Probably have a negate here. Spell Pierce, same difference. Like, didn't change anything. We're taking the same damage. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, that's it. We just didn't draw anything. Yeah. We kind of have to keep this one. All right. Well, opponent's mulliganing hard here. Are we even going to get a game? I mean, our hand's not great. So, I mean, obviously the opponent doesn't know that when they're mulliganing, but we don't have a lot going on over here for sure. Oh, well, that's already a great start for them, comparatively. I mean, we can't even cast anything yet. If they have a Deadly Dispute or anything else, they're rocking and rolling. And really, it's not even worth it for us to do anything there. We're just going to go get a land. A mountain, to be exact. Sure. Works for me. This is probably going to be Loth or something here, and we're going to have to deal with that. Ew, Pelaka Predation. That's not what we wanted to see. Wow. Okay. Well, I definitely was not planning on the opponent drawing that. Well, okay. It did make our life a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm just going to pass now. I mean, at least we try to do some Wanderer shenanigans, see what happens. Dockside Chef, all right. Gonna be a lot of cards. Opponent's hand was pretty good for mulligan to 5. Like, yay, they nothing wrong. They drew well. Good on them. I mean, obviously they can kill this if they want to, but
I've learned much during my travels.
If they do, they do.
We must protect the people.
Now they're thinking about it. Okay, they passed. Ooh, Cosmos Elixir's really good in this fight, too. Ah, dang. The problem here, like, I have a feeling they have like Invoke Despair. That's what I'm thinking about right now. And if I believe that, then do we want a second creature to sacrifice? You know what? No. We're just going to do this. This has Vigilance anyway. No need to overthink it. Just get it done.
The edge in this fight.
And if they just have the things they need, they have the things they need. Alright, what are we choosing to do? In the middle of combats. Okay. But you're not blocking. Alright, well, I'm not going to try to figure that one out. I'm going to shoot the opponents.
Art and combat aren't so different.
And we'll get another mountain. And we'll play it. So now we get our choice of Planeswalker to get rid of if they do have an actual Despair. And then we'll just see what happens. I mean, they know our hand -1 card. So we're not playing with a bunch of hidden information or anything. Now they can just kill their Planeswalker of their choice here. Yep, that is a real thing. I'm saying they also know they're not going to get a lot of shots at it. So if you're going to kill one, you got to kill them now. All right.
Years of training for this.
We'll go ahead and hit the opponents.
I've learned lots of techniques from artists.
And we will attack. And we'll end the turn. I'm not going to play the Cosmos Elixir yet, though it would have been a free card. I want to try to take advantage of at least one of these Lorehold commands or the Field of Ruin here. Both are pretty nice to have, so don't want to just waste an opportunity here. Alright, they're going to draw a card. That's actually really good for us. Graph Reaver. Destroy target planeswalker. Alright. What do I want to do? I'm thinking, well, I guess it doesn't matter. They're the same creatures. So we just let them exploit something. And then we'll just kill the Reaver. Actually, you know what we do? We kill one of these. And then we do this while this is still out, right? That should be the play. I mean, it gives them 3 more mana. Like, whatever's whatever. Like, they're probably just going to... Well, I don't know if it really matters. We'll see. I'm just going to take a mountain. And then we'll go ahead and do this. Make a creature, deal 3. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to have on the stack, like parts moving there, but I still think it's the correct play. And now we practically, I mean, we do guarantee we're going to get at least a card whenever we play the Cosmos Elixir. Matter of fact, we should be getting cards for at least 2 turns. Actually, at least 1. They could attack for 4 and make it where we don't get the other card. But they are also at 9, so they probably are at least incentivized to block, knowing we're holding 3 damage in hand. Now, don't get me wrong, a meat hook for 2 here is very good. Or meat hook for 3, I guess. Oh, that's nice. Do we have a second lore hole? We only have 1 lore hole command. Well, we could do them. No, we can't do them both. Alright, well, over the course of 2 turns, we might be able to resolve a Calamity. We'll see, though. Depends on what discard spells they have. Well, let us know. Super annoying. But that's okay. That doesn't wreck our plan at the moment. So we're okay with that. Actually, that doesn't do it either. That's 5 damage. Doesn't do it either. Like, all of these are very, very close, but not the thing. Actually, yeah, we could do 2, put the opponent at 4. Yeah, there's just no way to get there. That's 3, that's 5. Yeah. Alright, well. Is what it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot. They deal damage to themselves. Okay, well, now we can do it. I mean, I guess it's still worth waiting here. Sure, they attack. That's fine. Just give them a chance to do something, then we can respond to that. Okay, cool. Shoot you. And then we'll do this. And this. And this. It doesn't matter what we take. Game's over. Just click a thing. There we go. Whew. All right, let's keep it. I mean, we're living off of these 2 Sacred Fires. If these aren't relevant, then the hand's really bad. We already have a bad hand. Like, we can just move on to the next game. Like, they do nothing here. Oh, I am wrong. Maybe they do actually do something here. I was not expecting that at all. Alright. We'll pass. Oh, sure. We'll discard something to that. I don't think we mind too much. Probably is going to be this. Actually, that's not true. Probably this, right? Yeah, that makes more sense. I mean, they're going to make us discard 2 things next turn with our luck, but not a lot we can do about it. Alright, it's just gonna come in tapped. Hopefully we get to live off of Emperor and Cosmos Elixir the rest of the way, because I think that's what's gonna have to happen. Let's take one here, see what the opponent does. If the answer is nothing, alright, fair enough. So, looks like we're gonna kind of get to choose here. Oh, they had a Village Rites. Alright. Well. I'm very tempted because of what we're up against today. I am. I'm just going to do this. And they make us discard 2, we'll get rid of the 2 marches, and then we'll just try to play the Wandering Emperor next turn. I think that's our game plan here. Okay, they didn't have that. That's actually way better for us, believe it or not. Do we want Wandering Emperor? March. Yeah, we're just going to put this in tap, because we're going to need a 5th land at some point. And then we'll just pass. Go to 20. Alright, opponent. What's your move? Play a Lolth. Morbid Opportunist. Alright. That's a dude. Don't see too much of that these days.
You started this
I
fight.
think we're going to -1 to make a Samurai. With the assumption that our Wandering Emperor is going to go away.
May your blade strike true.
Okay, they're just going to Village Rites. It did not go away. That's good to know. Portable Hole. Sure. That at least does something. Neat. This creates kind of an interesting scenario, because do we just do this, kill that, make a 3/2 that we can turn into a 4/3 and give the opponent option? We'd also still draw a card. Actually, I guess we'd do that, yeah. So that gets us a card at least.
Show them
All right.
how we
And if they want to use mana to kill that, get after our Emperor, that's cool. All right. We can totally live with that. Wandering Emperor is dead. I am okay with such things.
See you later.
We ended up missing a land here, which is a little bit tough, because this would have been really, really good. But if we do this, then Otherworldly Light. We can do that, get rid of a thing. I mean, I guess we try. Like, what's it gonna hurt, right? I mean, they could always just get rid of our creature and attack it anyway, but like, nah. Tis what it is. Though I wish Arena would have kept 2 white up instead of the red.
I'll win by blade or by bolt.
That would have been preferred, because this makes the situation way more tough to defend against now. Alright, well, is what it is. If they got it, they got it. Alright, that's one more thing we can try to do. But yeah, having the second white up would have lifted us all of our options, which would have been real nice. Alright, let's try. I guess with mana value X or less. Sure, 0, because it's just a land. Submit 0 cards. You're going to sack it? Probably. Yep, looks like another village rights. Okay, that wasn't so bad for us. Even with just the one white land open, that worked out okay. Acquisitions experts. We will get rid of Fateful Absence. That doesn't help too much, does it?
The Prismari teach some good moves.
6 lets us kill a thing, block a thing. Yeah, alright. I mean, we have a backup creature. Okay, that could come in handy. I mean, it might be too late to save our Planeswalker by then, but in the meantime, it's good to know that it's an option. How do we feel about that? Yeah, okay. Sure. They're just going to get a card here. It's not worth fighting over. We'll block here. Whoa! Wait! I didn't even get to...
Perhaps I need to study more.
Oh, well, crap. I missed something in the middle of there. I don't know if I double-clicked or something. But, yeah, that's super unfortunate that that happened the way it did. Yeah, sure, we're just gonna scrap this, I think. Yeah, it resolves. Like, I don't know what just happened. I'm actually genuinely bothered by that. I for real don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to go back and review. Because I should have been able to block and still, at the very least, cast March if we wanted to cast March, but that wasn't even a thing. So I'm not sure what's up. We're missing a land now, so that's not really a thing. Alright. We'll just pass. Take a card. Okay. Come on with it. 1, 2, 3. Is that what this guy is? Yeah. Submit 0. Target this. Alright. I guess we'll block here. Alright, they're gonna Iganjo. Sounds great. I have no problems with that. Another wedding announcement. Okay, well, I was planning on killing a wedding announcement. Might as well kill 2, right? Okay. Actually, I still need to play this anyway. I don't know why I held on to it, because truthfully, I needed a 3rd white anyway. So if I got a land that wasn't a white land, I wasn't even going to be able to use it. So here we're kind of just looking for a sweeper. Unfortunately, they are going to be able to get back a discard spell. Nope, they're getting that dude back. Fair enough. Alright, sweeper time. We have a bunch. That's not quite it, but not the worst either. How do we want to go about this? Lore hold command into a 3/2. Does that do anything? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to 5. That's kind of a dangerous proposition, isn't it? Don't have too many choices though, so sure. Gonna kind of just do what we can. I think... Yeah, don't love it, but I think this is correct. Shoot this guy. Gain 3. We could cast March, I suppose, for 0. That's still a thing. Target this. So, I mean, we get something for our troubles. Alright. I mean, I really want to get this lithoform engine down, because at least get us some action. Ah, yep. They got it out of our hand. They finally went for it. Okay, well, things are what they are. Gain some life. I mean, I'm sure they're just waiting on getting planeswalkers or something, right? Okay, Rite of Oblivion. That seems fine. It all makes sense. I assume that means we finally lose our Cosmos Elixir. Where were our sweepers at? Oh my gosh. Yep. Losing the elixir, which has already gained us way more life than we deserved to have had. So it served us valuably. We can't complain. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it. I mean, there's a chance we at least get to play like a Doomscar on the cheap, right? Though, when somebody has a Tezzeret sleeve, you assume they're not going to be... Oh, I would have been wrong. I was about to say, assuming they're not playing creatures. But here we are. I would have completely misjudged. Go figure. And there's Thalia. It's going to make life pretty difficult. Alright. Sounds good. We take 4. I mean, I guess the good news is there was not an Adeline there, so that was pretty nice. We pass. Opponent's going to attack. We're going to off Athalia. Or at least attempt to. Alright. And they're just going to draw there. Huh. And nothing. I mean, we don't have anything. I guess I'm just going to play this mostly as a red herring. I mean, if they have a... I don't know, like a Luminarch Aspirant or something. Go for it. Or an adversary works just as well. Sure. Yep. That'll do it.
Perhaps I need to study more.
Oh my gosh, what are we doing here, deck? I mean, we need some help, bad. Like, land off the top would be kind of nice. Not gonna lie. Would be simple, but great. I mean, just playing Rowan's just not good here. I think we just wait. I mean, Rowan would basically be a 3 damage shield, but I don't know if that's good enough, all things considered. Alright, we'll try. Hey, it worked. I'll be damned. I didn't think that was going to be the case. Redain. Okay. Redain makes everything cost $1 million more. That's a thing we have to deal with now. Alright. Now I feel like we gotta try, because we just gotta do what we can to get the lands going.
A fight fast and a practice makes potent.
Play this. And we'll go search for planes. Play this tapped. Alright. We were able to buy a little bit of life, so we're at 12. Oh, they're just attacking us. Not even going after the Planeswalker. What? Why is that? That feels odd, to say the least. Why would you not go after our Planeswalker? I mean, we don't have a ton here to mess with. I mean, we could Doomscar instant speed, but I don't know if we need to.
Oh, I'll win by blade or by bolt.
And then I think we just pass. I mean, if they save something from a Lorehold command, all right, fair enough. All right, make it 3/2. Deal 3 damage. All right, that is fine. If that's their best play, we can live with that. I mean, I might just crack Rowan here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could do, or we could do this twice. Yeah, I think we just emblem Rowan. Let's do it.
Maybe twice as nice.
And then we just pass. Annoying, but sure. Why not? Okay, we're gonna do this. 3/2, deal damage. We're gonna shoot this. Then the copy's gonna go off. We'll shoot the opponent. And then we're gonna use our tokens to block. Yep, there you go. Whew. All right, so as expected, those games were very grindy, right? Like we knew that that you're playing a control deck, you're playing a slower thing, no creatures, you know, no real threats. So we know that's a possibility. So to that end, though, one of the things I would say is, believe it or not, and I don't believe I'm going to say this because it sounds stupid, but the Wandering Emperor might have been one of the worst cards in the deck. And the reason being is that we don't really have anything else for the opponent to target ever, right? So they can always go after the Wandering Emperor. Any removal that would hit a creature or a planeswalker always hits her. And it's a bit more of an investment than in Rowan, right? Like we pay 3 mana for Rowan. Maybe she helps us out, maybe she doesn't. Boom, we're done. We can use the Wandering Emperor to get rid of a creature, which is nice, but we almost don't care about having the Samurai, though we did win once because we were able to make a Samurai. So there's that. I'm not going to discount that. But I think the deck does need a little bit more to, 1, draw cards, and 2, be able to just kind of do more, if that's a real way to put it. And I think to that end, I would like to remove 2 Wandering Emperor and play +1 Cosmos Elixir and +1 Lethal Form Engine. I think that's going to be better for the list overall. And I know that may sound a little crazy, and it might be, but just based on the games we played, and some I played off camera, they just were very long, so we didn't include them. I felt this was better if we were going to do it. So if you're going to play a list, I think this is going to be the version we have for download if you want to check it out. Like I said, it was fun. It did what we were supposed to do, so yeah. But I think those are the changes we would make here. Now, even with those changes, how do we feel about it? Honestly, this wasn't my jam. I'm not going to lie. Like, we've played some Boros Control before that I really enjoyed, but for some reason, this one just didn't connect with me. Like, I felt like we were just going through the motions a lot when I was playing the games, and it wasn't like it was bad or boring. It just, for whatever reason, it just didn't connect for me. So that's a little bit tough. So I think that's a me thing. I think if you do like this style of deck, it'll probably be fine. Now that said, we do pretty well, like I said, against the control decks. You even hold up pretty well against the runes decks and such. However, I think if you run into the black-white control specifically, or the Orzhov Midrange decks, I think those in the Esper control are just going to be super grindy. I mean, the 2 I ran into, we played, I think they were like 25-minute games. They were very long. You know, 1-1, lost 1. It's just the way it is. But if you're into that, cool. Wasn't for me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not looking to play this. Honestly, what I would recommend is almost like you get 5 or 6 turns in, if it doesn't look like you're going to finish quickly, I might just concede and give the game to my opponent if they're playing like Esper Control or something, and then move on and just try to find one of the other mid-range or creature decks where you're just going to be better off anyway. Because, I mean, I don't know, you get more games in, it's philosophical, do what you want to do. I'm just saying, that's me and my behavior. But yeah, I think the deck's fine. I wouldn't call it great. It does what you expect it to do, but it has some serious handicaps in a couple of matchup types. Now for today's Caard Spotlight, we're going to talk about Bright Flame, mostly because this is a kind of forgotten card, but it's actually really fun and surprising in Commander. Mostly because you get to deal damage to a creature, then all the creatures that share a color with it actually take the same damage. Well, if you can manage to do that to, let's say, all the green or all the blue creatures, and you're not playing either of those, well, you get to damage all your opponent's stuff and none of your own, which is kind of awesome. So, just something to think about if you're looking for a little bit of a tricky card, or maybe you know some people that play a bunch of tokens that you could try to get rid of. This is a card that maybe you want to give a look to, and they're really cheap. You can probably find these for under $1. Now don't forget, like always, you will be able to find today's deck list down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discords. And you're welcome to come by, open to the public. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing some stuff with some different codes and whatnot here in the coming days. Also, if you haven't checked it out, I'd really appreciate it if you consider supporting the channel. For as little as 99 cents, you can have some input, you can get some exclusive videos, some other stuff, all down there, details below at the join button. But even if you can't do that, please remember, like, subscribe, share, all that wonderful stuff. Really, really appreciate it. Just remember that if you choose to subscribe, which I hope you do, and you hit that notification bell, remember to choose all notifications so you don't miss a video, because we've been putting out daily review videos of all of the previews for Streets of New Capenna. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.